So now we have Louis and Emmanuelle from InsPeer.
Okay, so I'm Louis, and we will present you InsPeer, the first French peer-to-peer insurance platform. So just would like to thank you, NewFinance and the Pôle Finance Innovation to host us. So just to present us, so we are two partners, Emmanuelle and I. We are both coming from IE Business School. So I'm having an actuarial background and a venture capital background, and she is having a marketing and project management background. So to start by how InsPeer started, I mean, during the MBA, we talk a lot about the sharing economy and its impact on many different sectors. So for example, the tourism industry, the transport industry, or the banking industry, but nothing in the insurance industry. And during the MBA, I went to rent a car for my holiday with my 4 other flatmates. And we have to choose between a full coverage for the renting contract, very expensive, or a contract with a 500 euro deductible. And in fact, we picked the 500 euro deductible because we agree among each other to share the deductible among us in case of a claim. And I started thinking about why should I could not share my deductible all the time with my friends. And this is how I came to fund InsPeer. So,
okay, thank you, Louis. So, as you can see, insurance is an industry with a deficit of image. Oh,
c'est celui-là.
C'est celui-là. So, I think that Fluo will agree. For the moment, insurance is perceived as lacking transparency, not really social, quite expensive. People don't see the value for money, and not really innovative. So I guess we are all in this room for a reason. And it's basically an industry that still needs to be reinvented. So there's room for opportunity for us. Besides, there is an emerging pattern of habits that strengthens those expectations. With the financial crisis, people are much more sensitive to their money and how it's spent. With online comparators, they're expecting a lot more transparency. And with the sharing economy, they're expecting a social aspect in the product they're buying. So what we plan to do at InsPeer is to service innovation to the policyholders. The proposed innovation we do is we propose a social innovation, which is to introduce the peer-to-peer mechanism in order to increase the coverage. A service innovation, we are going to use the crowdfunding and the social media mechanism in the industry sector. And finally, an actuarial innovation, which is basically the mathematical transposition of the formers. So we plan to be the first French peer-to-peer insurance platform.
So the insurance industry is not known from everybody, so I just want to explain you what is a deductible to be sure that you understand what we are doing. So let's say that you have a car crash and you have 1,000 costs to pay to your workshop. So luckily you are insured, so your insurance will pay 700 euro to the workshop. But you still have 300 euro to pay from your pocket, and this is a deductible. So why the deductible is for? It has been created by the insurance company to reinforce the accountability of the insured and to reduce the claim. So what InsPeer is doing and how it's working. So we are working only on the deductible. So if we go back on our example with the 300 euro deductible, I will in fact ask my peers to contribute to my deductible. So for example, I will ask Emmanuelle to contribute for 50 euro. I will ask my cousin, Bastien, to contribute for 100 euro. I will ask my friends, Aman, to contribute for 30 euro. And again, like asking my friends, or anybody, in fact, family, colleague, whoever you think is relevant. And I will be able to fully cover my deductible. But InsPeer, it's give and take. They contribute to my deductible, and in exchange, I will contribute to their deductible. So we are all fully covered, and nobody has changed their contract.
So the benefits of InsPeer are for both sides, both the policyholder and the insurer. For the policyholder, as you can see, it avoids unexpected expenses. Instead of digging out 300 euros of my pocket, I'm just going to pay 50 euros once in a while. Second, it lowers global insurance costs. I'm able to increase my deductible capability, so I'm able basically to decrease my premiums. Third, it promotes solidarity, which is good for morale. I'm helping others. And this is an immediate solution. As Luis said, you don't need to change contract, you don't need to do administrative tasks, you just have to register to the InsPeer website. For the insurer side, it reduces fraud because we think that connecting with each other is a strong moral broker for fraud. It leads to a better risk selection. Obviously, I'm not going to pick a cousin that I know drives pretty badly in my pool, in my insurance pool. And third, it conveys a positive, solidary, and innovative image. So we think that InsPeer is a win-win solution for both sides. So the good news is that it's a business models that work. In the United Kingdom, we do have Hergevara. In Germany, there is Frenchurance. Frenchurance raised a couple million euros a few years ago. There are now over 40 employees, and they claim over 10,000 contracts of insurance. But they are dependent on a contract subscription, on the contrary to InsPeer. So we think that we can have a much more viral development thanks to that. The market size. Our target are car, motorcycle, and home insurance products. In France alone, there are over 78 million contracts of home and cars insurance, which represents 1.6 billion deductible not reimbursed each year. And there are no competitors to this day in France. So we think that there is a lot of room to develop and that the concept is replicable internationally and on other products such as animals or devices.
Okay, so we plan the development of InsPeer in two steps. The first one is the peer-to-peer deductible solution that we talked before. And we want to use this solution as a launchpad for a second business model, which is to distribute a peer-to-peer insurance solution. And this peer-to-peer solution is based on the capability of people to lever their network and to increase their deductible and to reduce their cost of insurance. And so our objective is to transform the pool of users that we acquire in the peer-to-peer deductible solution into our insurance contract. So we have two business models. The first one for the peer-to-peer deductible, which is a platform business model, where we will take a commission on the amount exchange of the transfer of money between users in case of a claim. I want to precise that people are paying only in case of a claim. It's free to register and it's free to connect with your peer. And the second one, more classical, it's a broker business model where we will take a commission on the premium paid by the insured, which is a recurring income. So our projection for 2018, we think that combining the viral development of the deductible business solution and the profitability of the insurance solution, we can achieve more than 400 users of the deductible solution to sign more than 25,000 contracts and 3 million turnover, but growing at an exponential rate. So up to date, we are seed funded. We are supported by the Paris City Hall and the region. We are now developing our platform and we will receive it in a few weeks for testing. We are in Paris ecosystem in Paris Incubator and the Pôle Finance Innovation. And we are a team of 3 persons.
Okay, so the roadmap to conclude. We plan to launch InsPeer in the first quarter of 2015. In the meantime, as Louis said, we develop and test the platform. The platform will be delivered in test in a few weeks. And we are especially seeking partnerships with insurers in order to promote our product, as we think that we can bring a lot of assets to them as well. After the commercial launch, our goal is to do a proof of concept to demonstrate the concept and to gain over 6,000 users by the first 6 months of use. And we plan to prepare for the next steps, which is internationalization and then the peer-to-peer insurance part. So we plan to become the world leader of peer-to-peer insurance, and we thank you for your attention. And of course, we are at your disposal for any question. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you just get back on the business model for the? Can you just come back on the slide for the B2B, well, not P2P business model, please?
Okay, for example, if you cover your friend with 30 euro, you will give him 30, but he will receive 27.
Okay, and is it a fixed amount? Is it a percentage?
It's a percentage of
percentage. How much?
10%.
10%. Okay.
Do you have an idea of the cost generated by managing a claim?
For us, it's it's very easy because in fact we cover the claim that have been validated by the insurance company. So people declare their claim at their insurance company, and when the claim is validated, the company is sending a paper saying, okay, we validate the claim, but you will have a deductible to pay of X amount. And we just ask this paper, and we make the transfer on the base of this amount. So nobody can enrich himself with the system. If you're covered for 500 euro, but the paper said that you have only a deductible to pay of 150 euro, we only collect from your peers only 150 euro. So for us, we are just checking this paper. It's not no cost, but very scalable. Yeah, we collect money. I mean, we are using a payment partner, so no money are on our account, but we collect the money and we transfer it directly to the other.
How does the commitment work?
Okay, good question. Okay, we are on a moral commitment. So you don't pay any premium. It's just you commit to pay when somebody is having a claim. And in addition, when we are collecting the cash, you have the possibility to refuse. But on the other side, we are implementing some rating, some public rating, saying that if you commit to pay and if you don't pay, your stamp has a bad payer. So because we could not go to track if somebody doesn't pay, and we didn't want to have obligation for paying, but we are putting some social pressure to ensure that people will pay. And in addition, from our marketing research, people will do it with people that at the beginning with people they know in the real life. So normally the rating should be quite high.
And when you receive coverage, how you committed for the coverage you receive next time? The one who covers you, you have to cover him next. How does it work?
It's not, you're not forced to do anything. I mean, you can stop if you want. You can break your after or hypothesis is like you're doing it also because it's helpful. If you stop as soon, first, if you know them in real life, maybe you will have,
Yeah, from the marketing research, at first nobody wanted to use a platform with people that they didn't know. So they're all going to use it with people they know and with people they know are secure. So then if they break their commitment, it's going to beget, social chaos for them, basically. Well, if I refuse to pay for my brother, then I'm in big trouble, obviously. So there is a solidarity argument, but I think the financial argument came first for people because they know that it's hard, it's tough times. So, and sometimes just digging a few €100, it's not for everybody. So that's a main reason for them to subscribe. And the second reason is obviously the fact that they can lower their premiums thanks to that. So it's financially interesting.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.